All right, we begin with a preparatory stage. Please be in a position for meditation with the back straight. You can close your eyes. If you feel the need, you can write down your answers to the different steps. So the first exercise is called a 7 steps practical guide for solving a problem. Please close your eyes and please choose a current problem that you have and that you would like to solve. And now we begin with the first step. Please. We aim to rephrase the problem so that we can perceive it as something useful. In this way, we can remove the pressure generated by our opposition or resistance, and we can create the necessary space for the solutions to appear. We will regard the respective problem, first of all, from the perspective of our soul, not from the one of the physical, emotional, or mental world. We will get anchored into our fundamental frequency, which is the fundamental frequency of our soul, when we start to contemplate the inner dynamic of our problems. In this way, we will understand quicker these dynamics. Please go to this step in your inner forum. Please remain internalized, and as I go with you through the next steps, please follow me in a proactive way inside and work with your consciousness. The second step, in reality, our problem is a question. If we can put it into words, this can help us discover the experience our soul wishes for us to have. And now I detail this a little bit. We shouldn't transform the problem in a static affirmation that is stuck in a reality which we don't like. But we have to transform it in one or several questions so we can understand which experience our soul wishes to have. Questions always lead to movement. For instance, which experience could help me leave the fact to have this or that? Which life lesson could I learn if I will experience the renewed sensation of? What can I experience right now so I can gain more? The third step, first of all, we'll start by solving the problem inside in our imagination. In this way, we can already have the experience that our soul wishes to offer us. If we will use all our senses during the imagination process, our being will recognize then the experience as being real. In other words, we will effectively live that reality of our soul in which the beneficial features are something normal, in which we are truly free, and in which we feel that we have the right to feel good and to live in abundance. We try to seek the usefulness in having that state or that object or fulfilling that target or solving that problem. Step 4. If we head inside the experience towards which we were guided by the problem in question, it is possible for it to get solved very quickly and by itself. In this way, our experience of creative and accomplishing imagination will materialize in the physical world in the conditions in which we have already learned the necessary lesson. In other cases, the problems can indicate the fact that we were heading in the wrong direction. Once we leave the experience desired by our soul, the symptom disappears by itself. For instance, let's say that we have terrible pains and we are thinking of everything that can be worse. We go to the medical doctor, but the doctor doesn't find anything wrong. If we will relax, it is possible to discover that our being wishes nothing else but to move more. Once we go for a walk after dinner, the pain disappears. Our soul needed to transmit to us more energy so that we can have access to the next evolutionary level, and the pains were nothing else but a way to draw our attention in this direction. Step 5. The problems always point at the modification of the sinusoid and the new vibration we should integrate in our mission. That is why we should always get assured that we understand what our soul wishes to reveal to us. Ideally, we should offer ourselves the experience towards which the problem leads us, and then to ask ourselves where we should go next. What is going to happen next? What is the intention in assembly of our soul? In which way the solving of this matter helped us to open up towards other new and more generous possibilities. Step 6. If more problems show up simultaneously, they usually underline the same recurrent theme. Indeed, there are periods of time when problems seem to never stop and overwhelm us. The most probably this fact is due to a major matter which is seeking to come up to the surface from our subconscious, and to which we have opposed resistance for a long time. Through the series of problems, our soul indicates the fact that it is the time to deal with the respective question. In this way, the soul blocks any escape. Practically, nothing seems to go well in our life. This is a sign that the major problem starts to come to the light, and it is in a deep dissonance with our fundamental frequency. If we are in such a situation, it is best not to try to solve something, but to wait, aiming to intuitively understand what is hidden behind all these deep tensions. Are we afraid that we will never be able to escape a certain experience? Do we ardently desire a certain experience and consider it to be normal? By clarifying the fundamental question, we'll create a conjunction of events in which several minor problems will get solved simultaneously. And the last step, number 7 of this exercise, even the most common problems derive from our soul desire to guide us. Our soul desires for us to solve the different problems in a non-problematic manner. In this purpose, we have to pay attention to every aspect and to aim to bring it back into its ideal state. In this way, we will remember our ideal state and we will experience a state of occult resonance with our deep mission. Aim to perceive how your soul is guiding you so you can be in a state of unison with your fundamental vibration of the soul through solving the different problems that show in a certain area there is a dissonance. Between a certain inner attitude that you have or an inner predominant state and this fundamental frequency of your soul. We begin now, please. Slowly come back.